constant innovation, unparalleled education, groundbreaking global business education you'll find only at Oxford College of Business. That's because all we do, all we are, is business education.
Speaking to First at 9, election monitors say that they have deployed their representatives to relevant areas.
For the upcoming local government elections, so far we have reported 864 cases. Out of that, there are 160 cases reported as violence incidents. But out of that, only 30 occasions we have reported the people were admitted to the hospital. And we have reported 64 cases regard to misuse of the government resources and the government power. And also 182 cases reported bribing the people in a different ways. But in generally, we as observers, we are really happy with the existing situation in these elections. There are about 57,000 candidates are contesting in these elections, and also we are facing one-day elections all over the country. As an election monitoring organization, we are planning to deploy around 5,500 observers tomorrow, and we have trained 4,000 observers to be as a stationary observers at the polling station from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are planning to deploy around 250 mobile teams. They also ready to observe tomorrow, and also the same people will act as counting observers during the counting period in these elections.
We have seen the most peaceful election during the last 1.5 decades. It's very significant to note that the scale of violence and the gravity of the incidents in relation to the election violence is much lower than the previous elections, which is a very good sign when it comes to the representative democracy. In this election, we saw that more than 250 incidents of abuse of state property cases were reported, even though the scale of those incidents were very minimal. This is a good sign, as we saw that the citizens of Sri Lanka are making complaints to the relevant authorities, as it was very prominent that whenever these sort of complaints were made to the Election Commission and the other relevant authorities, there were actions taken place. So it is quite visible that the law enforcement has taken place in this election.
According to police media spokesperson SP Ruwan Gunasekara, over 65,000 personnel, including the police special task force, will be deployed for this year's local authorities election. He added that police officers stationed for duty at polling centres are permitted to open fire at individuals displaying violent behaviour, while those who arrive at the centres intoxicated can be arrested. Furthermore, SP Ruwan Gunasekara said that the intelligence unit is currently investigating complaints of bribery at this year's local authorities election. Meanwhile, the Election Secretariat has established a National Complaints Investigation Centre to address any complaints or observations regarding the local authorities election. The centres will function from 6 a.m. onwards, and complaints or observations can be lodged via telephone and fax.